down the left-hand side, comes back towards Karim Benzema. Benzema will lay off to Cruz, and it comes back to Vinicius Junior, still on the left-hand side, twisting and turning, back towards Benzema. Vinicius Junior thought he was tricked as he tried to follow his run on. Referee not interested, it comes out towards Mendy, it's lifted out towards the left-hand side. Carvajal now on the right for Madrid, back towards Luka Modric. Militao will find Modric again, he's going to have to come back to Militao on halfway though, and Madrid are just happy to keep the ball for the time being. Alaba has it, he's going to be forced back to Thibaut Courtois for the third time in the opening 3 minutes of the second half. Real Madrid have been forced all the way back to their goalkeeper. Liverpool not going to put any pressure on Thibaut Courtois as he trots up to the edge of the 8-yard box. He's going to lay it up to David Alaba. Forward it goes into the midfield area. Luka Modric, who seems slightly more advanced in this second half at the moment, tries to send it out to the right-hand side. Andy Robertson goes to ground. Liverpool with it back. Luis Diaz looking for a ball forward towards Mo Salah. He's gone the wrong side of Mo Salah. It's being held up by Militao on the right-hand side of the penalty area. He plays it infield. Henderson was going around him, and he was looking for Mane. Mane manages to just about keep hold of the ball. He sends it out towards the left-hand side for Luis Diaz in the D, and he runs into Alaba. He wins the ball back, and Modric trying to bring Real Madrid out. Benzema gets it down. They find Casemiro in the midfield area. Trent Alexander-Arnold bungles into the ground, does he? The referee says yes, he does, and it's going to be a free kick in the centre circle for Real Madrid. No card for Alexander-Arnold, though. Did pull a player down from behind. Got away with one at the end of the first half as well, where he put a hand in the face, but he was all over Casemiro on this occasion. He's still complaining and arguing his point. The referee just calmly explained it to Alexander-Arnold. Now he trots back to his right-back position. Canate just drifted out there momentarily to monitor Vinicius Junior, but the referee's now sent Alexander-Arnold back to position, and Benzema is now jogging just inside the D, but Cruz is going to go short to Luka Modric on halfway. Modric will send it back in towards Cruz in the centre circle, out towards the left-hand side. Vinicius Junior 5 yards in from the touchline at the midway point of the Liverpool half. Plays it infield, and he links up with Casemiro. Now Luka Modric on the right-hand side of the centre circle. Still 10 yards inside the Liverpool half. Finds Casemiro. Poor ball forward from him. Goes down by Fabinho. He's going to drop to Alaba though. He tries to dink it over the back of Van Dijk in between the defender and the goalkeeper, but that's going to drop all the way through to Alisson Becker. We played 5 minutes in the second half of the 2022 Champions League final at the Stade de France. It's still 0-0. Thrown by Alisson into the centre circle for Mane. Mane was beaten in the air by Militao, but it has dropped to a red shirt, and Real Madrid have managed to win that back. Now Militao will send it out towards the right-hand side. Carvajal straight against Luis Diaz, and it's going to bounce off the Liverpool man and out for a throw into Real Madrid down the right-hand side. That throw was only 10 yards back from the halfway line, but they throw all the way back towards Thibaut Courtois. He will send it out to the left-hand side for Mendy. Mendy just got his feet in a mess. It was a really good ball from Thibaut Courtois. Mendy had made the correct run. He just couldn't stretch enough to get it under a spell, and it goes out for a throw-in, which Alexander-Arnold takes on halfway. He finds Fabinho in the centre circle. Quick 1-2 with Jordan Henderson. Fabinho then sends it forward to Luis Diaz. He uses his strength against Carvajal, but the pull backwards towards Fabinho, just slightly behind Fabinho. And Van Dijk will now find Canate. Canate takes a touch and steps infield, away from Vinicius Junior, and then away from Toni Kroos. Finds Fabinho. Fabinho finds Luis Diaz on halfway. It's going to come back towards Fabinho though. The man embroiled in that controversial disallowing of the Real Madrid goal right on half-time. Out towards Mo Salah. Now on the right-hand side, he's level with the edge of the penalty area. He dinks one in towards the 6-yard box. Mane and Diaz have both gone in there, but the goalkeeper comes out, gathers it up at the edge of the 6-yard box, and Real Madrid bring it away. Benzema lays it off to Casemiro, and it goes out towards the right-hand side. Casemiro again sensible, looking for Valverde to chase down the right touchline. Can he get there ahead of Robertson? He can, and he keeps it in play as well. Good play from the Real Madrid number 15. Forward towards Benzema. Benzema sends it out towards Carvajal. He couldn't take the ball with him, but he does manage to just about keep it alive at the edge of the box. Eventually he runs into 2 red shirts, Luis Diaz and Thiago, and between them they managed to get the ball back to Andy Robertson, and Liverpool have done very, very well in their defensive third there to win possession back, and now they will build from the back. Thiago brings it up to the midway point of his own half. He's going to try the long ball out towards Luis Diaz, and it's a really inaccurate one from Thiago. 2 straight really, and it goes straight through to the Belgian goalkeeper, who will lay it off to penalty area. He finds Modric, he's turned around the corner to Carvajal on halfway, gets his legs open just ever so slightly and then dumps it off to the right-hand side, just in for the right touchline. Back it comes to Modric. Modric will play infield. Casemiro does get the better of Sadio Mane, then he overruns the ball, it's looped up in the air and Canate will take it down with a plop and he will start getting Liverpool out, back towards Van Dijk at the tip of the D. First time ball in towards the centre circle, very well seen by Van Dijk. Mane spreads it out towards the left-hand side. Luis Diaz, one-on-one with Luka Modric, back doing his defensive duty. Level with a penalty spot on the left-hand side, twisted and turning. Pulls it back towards Mane, at the edge of the box, shot comes in, it's blocked. Alexander-Arnold though, he's going to shoot as well, and that one's blocked, and he's not going to get the rebound as Casemiro tries to bring it away. Trent Alexander-Arnold picks his pocket though. Casemiro claims he was fouled from behind. There was nothing in it at all. The referee was right there, and he said play on. Liverpool have it with Mane at the edge of the area, squared infield to Alexander-Arnold, out towards Jordan Henderson on the left-hand side. He goes backwards to Van Dijk, spread out to the left-hand side from Robertson, infield to Diaz, still 10 yards back from the edge of the penalty area. Patience from Liverpool. Henderson takes over. Now Fabinho in the central area is going to go back to the left-hand side of Jordan Henderson. He's going to come back in, he's going to try a diagonal out towards the right, linking up with Trent Alexander-Arnold, and does so. Lovely take from him, back infield to Henderson, back to Alexander-Arnold, level with a penalty spot, ball comes in from the right-hand side, Courtois makes a save, Modric completes the clearance with a header, Andy Robertson then hooks it back in towards the penalty area, Mendy doesn't know what's behind him, but the ball spins out of play anyway, and it will be a goal kick to Real Madrid. It was a lovely ball from Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side, in a really dangerous area. Courtois fling himself to his right, gets two hands to the ball. Real Madrid just about survive and they end up with a goal kick. Real Madrid sticking with their plan of playing out from the back. Militao getting himself into trouble. He tries to dig it out to find Carvajal. It goes over Carvajal's head now to play. Liverpool take the throw in quickly. Luis Diaz down the left-hand side. Doing battle with a Madrid player. He's landed on the Madrid player. It's Militao who's gone down under the challenge. Luis Diaz landed on his face. Liverpool players complaining the referee stopped the game. Jordan Henderson complaining vociferously. Luis Diaz saying I didn't do anything wrong. The referee had to stop the game. It's an excellent decision from the referee. Militao went down, went to ground. Luis Diaz lost his footing and completely accidentally came down on the face of the Real Madrid player. A lovely AEW style elbow drop almost on the face. Because it is a face injury, a head injury. Painful one as well, but completely accidentally for Luis Diaz, but the referee had to stop the game. Question about it. Now we just hope that Militao is okay. We played 10.5 minutes of the second half, as we were at half-time, still 0-0 between the two sides. Real Madrid could better, but they still haven't tested Alisson, who is at the time just looking ever so slightly questionable. Not his usual self-assured best, but a couple of times before he's gone into his penalty area, he's looked just a little unsure as Alisson. He hasn't been tested much beyond that. We'll get back underway in just a moment. The referee has changed his mind and he has decided to give a free kick to Real Madrid, which to me completely accidental. The referee has given a free kick to Madrid. It's in their own right back channel. It's going to be left to the goalkeeper. Militao has been invited back onto the field of play. Side on that kick, it was Valverde challenge in the air, trying to flick it on his side. Through Jordan Henderson as they try to play forward into the Madrid half of the field. Alaba had to rescue that as a dangerous ball back to him. He clears it long first time. Liverpool win the header though, and Alexander-Arnold self-assuredly manages to send it in towards Fabinho with his head in the centre circle. Mane. inside their own half at the moment. Referees just want to have a quick word with Carlo Ancelotti. I think he's a little bit concerned with how Carlo Ancelotti is using his technical area as the ball's in the midfield area. Luis Diaz does really well to go to ground, and then goes to Fabinho, and he gets taken down in the centre circle from behind. I'm very surprised to not see the yellow card come out on this occasion. It was a clear takeout by Vinicius Junior on Fabinho in the centre circle. He's trying to stop Liverpool's forward momentum. Vinicius Junior very, very lucky not to go into the book. Liverpool get on with it quickly. Alexander-Arnold plays it back to Van Dijk in the centre circle. Van Dijk moves forward into the Real Madrid half of the field. Left-footed, turned forward towards Luis Diaz. Carvajal, though, dispossesses him, and now Cruz puts the ball forward up towards halfway. That's got to be a foul by Fabinho. He goes in, holds his ground, and the first yellow card of this Champions League final will go to the Liverpool number 3, Fabinho. He went to ground, got nowhere near the ball there, and Fabinho picks up the first yellow card of this game. Real Madrid will have a free kick, and they'll be able to just take some time off the clock. It was Valverde who was moving forward incidentally, and Fabinho just mistimed his tackle ever so slightly, and have no complaints over the yellow card at all. It's a horrible land from Valverde as well. Went down, sort of landed on the right side of his cheek. But Real Madrid have a free kick. We've got 28 minutes of the 19 left in this 2022 UEFA European Champions League final. Real Madrid leading by a goal to nil, and here they come down the right-hand side through Carvajal. Tries to play it forward and link up with Benzema, but Van Dijk at the edge of the penalty area steps in, reads the ball well, and then Mane gives it away to Toni Kroos, and now Modric out towards Valverde on this right-hand side. Valverde will find that he's going to run into an alleyway of red shirts. He has to go back towards the Croatian Luka Modric. He tries to nutmeg Thiago. It comes back to him anyway as it bounces off the leg of Thiago, and Modric then plays it against Luis Diaz, and it's going to be a throw into Liverpool, midway inside, to Real Madrid rather, midway inside the Liverpool half of the field. It's going to go back to the centre circle though, and Alaba will send it all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. Seconds will be ticking away painfully slowly from a Real Madrid point of view, but painfully quickly from a Liverpool point of view, as Real Madrid tried to release Vinicius Junior down the left-hand side. That's very well tidied up by a combination of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jordan Henderson, two of England's hopes for the World Cup in November and December this year. Here is Jordan Henderson as he picks the ball up on halfway, moves it forward towards Salah. Salah cuts in from the right-hand side, gets it onto his left foot. He's got an option to shoot, and he does so, and Courtois palms it away. He throws himself to his right-hand side, all 6 foot 10 inches of Thibaut Courtois, throws himself to his right-hand side and palms it away, and it will be a Liverpool throw-in. But that was a wonderful effort from Mo Salah, cutting in from the right-hand side, his 4th effort on target in this game. Excellent effort from him, and a wonderful save from Courtois. Trent Alexander-Arnold picks up the ball at the central point of the Real Madrid half of the field. It comes back to Virgil van Dijk on the left-hand side, forward to Thiago. Luis Diaz gives it back to Fabinho, and Fabinho's forced backwards towards Virgil van Dijk again, still on the left-hand side now of the centre circle. Reverse ball in towards Fabinho. He's got a pocket of space now to work into. He's got Mo Salah on the right-hand side. He puts slightly too much on it, but Mo Salah trots back towards the touchline. He does so well to keep it in play. As he tripped by Vinicius Junior, it looked like it, and the referee agrees that he has been tricked just outside the edge of the penalty area. Big chance for Liverpool. Vinicius Junior is starting to tot up the fouls. He should have been booked earlier, and another one to add to the tally, quite possibly. But he is going to escape the yellow card. Again, Liverpool are going to make a substitution, and Luis Diaz is going to make way, and Diogo Jota will come on to replace him. A like-for-like change for Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. Jota will take up position in the Real Madrid penalty area ahead of this free kick onto the Tigers, only 2 yards outside the area, on the right-hand side. Excellent opportunity for a cross. The usual suspects are around this: Andy Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold. Konate currently standing in an offside position just in the 6-yard box. There's one man, Real Madrid ball in the form of Vinicius Junior. Thibaut Courtois is very central in his goal. Here it comes, Andy Robertson, left-footed, floats it in, headed clear. Salah tried to help it out towards the edge of the box. He finds Jordan Henderson, headed into the path of Sadio Mane, being held up by Carvajal. Down on the left-hand side, he gets a good ball in, left-footed, it's cleared by Militao. Good header won by Militao. Jordan Henderson's going to help it back in towards the penalty area from halfway. It's headed backwards by Militao, by Alaba rather, straight into the hands of Thibaut Courtois, and that takes pressure off of the Real Madrid defence. Real Madrid have been so economical throughout this season. They really have. In games, especially in this Champions League run, there's been games where they just haven't looked like scoring, and then all of a sudden they'll pop up with a goal out of absolutely nothing. They're coming forward through Vinicius Junior, but Mo Salah back doing his defensive work, picks the pocket of Vinicius Junior 10 yards inside the Liverpool half. Henderson gets the ball from Sadio Mane and releases Mo Salah, and Mo Salah down the right-hand side trips Toni Kroos, and it will be a free kick to Real Madrid, and there was no need really for Salah. He just steps across him to Toni Kroos. Salah puts two hands across him, and the free kick is given to Real Madrid. Mo Salah doesn't complain too much, and Real Madrid with another opportunity to just take a few precious seconds off of the clock. Courtois, of course, will come out to the left-hand side, and he will take this free kick. It hangs in the air for what seems like an eternity, but Valverde wins the header. He can't direct it though. It drops to Andy Robertson. He heads it towards halfway. Mane then puts it back into the path of Robertson, and he puts it into the path of Diogo Jota. First chance for him to get his legs open. Down towards the left-hand side, it takes a flick off of Militao. Militao then goes to ground looking for a free kick. The referee says, get yourself up, and it goes behind for a Liverpool corner from the left-hand side, and that's poor defending from the Real Madrid number 3. Van Dijk, Fabinho, Canate, all making their way forward. This corner will come from the left-hand side. Mo Salah's picked up pocket of space to the back post. It comes in though, it doesn't beat the first man. Carvajal heads clear. Robertson trying to keep it alive at the edge of the box. Finds Thiago. He had to go to ground, but he does keep it alive. Into the path of Diogo Jota. Another delivery in towards the penalty area, and this one's closed down by Casemiro, and it goes behind for another Liverpool corner. Again from the left-hand side. Again, Andy Robertson is going to place the ball in the quadrant. Virgil van Dijk and Canate have both stayed forward for Liverpool. Better delivery this time, looking for Canate, beaten in the air though. Fabinho heads it back down, and it's hooked clear again from the edge of the 6-yard box, and the danger has cleared for Madrid. Held up really well by Vinicius Junior. He ran into one Liverpool player too many though, and Henderson finds Salah, and Salah on the right hand side of the area, back towards Henderson. First time, balls a deep one towards the back post. Diogo Jota across the 6-yard box. Salah, oh what a save, Thibaut Courtois at the near post. Mo Salah must have thought he'd equalised, but my goodness me, Thibaut Courtois moved his feet as quickly as he could, and he made a vital save at the near post. And Real Madrid now coming away with Valverde, crossing into the Liverpool half of the field. He leaves Andy Robertson for dead. Diogo Jota sticking with him though. Early ball in towards the area, and Canate calmly heads it into the path of Virgil van Dijk, who controls it and finds Thiago. And Thiago on the left-hand side of the centre circle. He's tripped, but he will stay on his feet. The referee plays advantage. It was Benzema who's the guilty party. Alexander-Arnold finds Mo Salah down this right-hand side. Salah jinking and turning, steps away from Mendy, gets the ball back, a foot in from Alaba though, and that clears the danger as Carvajal brings it out for Madrid. Forward towards Benzema, laid back off. Carvajal's continued his run forward. He manages to pick the ball up 2 yards inside the Liverpool half of the field. Gives it back towards Benzema. Benzema wants the ball back, but that's going to drop to Fabinho, and now Jordan Henderson on halfway, and he's got room to move into. 2 banks of 4 here for Madrid. Mo Salah goes infield. Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side gets hold of the ball. He doesn't get his head up. He tries to float one in towards the back post. Too much on it. No Liverpool player there, and it goes harmlessly behind for a Real Madrid goal kick. Such a big save from Thibaut Courtois just a moment ago. Sprinted across his line as it was headed back towards the far post by Diogo Jota, and Mo Salah for all the world thought he must be the equalising goal. Thibaut Courtois makes a big save with his leg. He covered that distance so quickly. Now he clears the long, but that's going to go straight into touch, and it's a Liverpool throw-in taken quickly 10 yards inside their own half. Now Thiago has it in the centre circle, forward towards Alexander-Arnold on the stretch, can't control it, and that will go straight down to Mendy. Mendy steps away from Salah, infield to Casemiro. He will find Benzema on halfway, he's back to goal. He comes back on himself, finds Luka Modric. Modric still twisting and turning, steps away from Mo Salah, and that's a lovely ball from Luka Modric. And he's released Vinicius Junior on this left-hand side. He's running at Canate, steps infield away from him. Canate with a wonderful challenge at the edge of the penalty area, stuck to his task, and he wins the ball back. And Jordan Henderson trots up towards halfway with the ball at his feet. Excellent work from Canate. It really was a big challenge. Sadio Mane, midway inside the Madrid half, with a step over, tries to get away from Casemiro. Casemiro sticks to his task though, goes to ground. He pushes it into touch for a throw-in. Mane was already on his way down. Throwing to Liverpool down this right-hand side. Alexander-Arnold throws infield towards Fabinho. Fabinho finds Jota. Jota uses his strength at the edge of the penalty area. There's one too many Real Madrid players back there. And Madrid win the ball back. And Benzema bundled over by Virgil van Dijk midway inside his own half. He was waiting for the contact to take himself down, the Real Madrid captain. The contact duly came from the Dutch international Virgil van Dijk. It's a free kick midway inside their own half to Real Madrid. Another opportunity to just take a few precious seconds off of the clock. Here comes the kick, and they're trying to release Vinicius Junior. It's a really good ball. It bounces in the area. Alisson, though, comes on out and gathers this ball up, and he gets it just ahead of Vinicius Junior. I'm unsure as to whether the flag would have gone up anyway, in truth. VAR are here for that reason, though. Fabinho finds Thiago on the left-hand side of the centre circle. Now Andy Robertson back infield to Fabinho. Fabinho plays infield to Diogo Jota. And now Fabinho continues, Thiago rather continues his run. Diogo Jota takes over 15 yards back from the edge of the area. Comes back to Fabinho. Now Virgil van Dijk in the centre circle. Right-footed ball out towards the left-hand side for Andy Robertson. He will play it infield to Fabinho. They're not moving anywhere particularly quickly here in Liverpool. Out towards Canate on the right-hand side. Still only 15 yards inside the Madrid half of the field. Good ball from Canate for Alexander-Arnold. He beats the first man, not the second. Then he goes down somewhat theatrically. Vinicius Junior is now getting in Alexander-Arnold's face. Entirely sure what his problem was. It was a clearly won the ball, didn't challenge from Mendy. Vinicius Junior got in Alexander-Arnold's face. I'm not entirely sure what Alexander-Arnold was so angry about, but the throw comes in from Trent Alexander-Arnold in towards the area. Mane takes it down, but he runs straight into Cruz, and Cruz brings the ball away. It's up in the air, headed clear by Madrid. Fabinho hooks it back over his head towards the edge of the penalty area, headed clear once more by Carvajal. One in midfield by Thiago, taken over by Diogo Jota, gets into the area, runs into Casemiro, gets a foot in. It only comes as far as Thiago though. Henderson at the edge of the penalty area sends it right to Alexander-Arnold through the legs of Mendy, but it doesn't link up with Salah. Only as far as Henderson's the clearance has gone. Out towards Sadio Mane at the edge of the area. Alexander-Arnold with a ball in. Jota can't make contact, and it goes wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. It was slammed in off target by Alexander-Arnold. Diogo Jota stuck out a leg, a hopeful leg. He just could not grow enough. Goes harmlessly into touch for a goal kick to Real Madrid. Preparing another change. A bit like Navigator was getting ready. Getting some final instructions. You have to believe that would be for Thiago. There were very strong doubts about Thiago starting this game. He pulled up in the warm-up. He was struggling, but he's got through 74.5 minutes so far, but I think his race is almost run as the ball goes out to play for a Real Madrid throw-in midway inside the Liverpool half down the right-hand side. Carvajal just holding the ball at the moment, just taking his time over this. Benzema just gave him an option, but he's decided to ignore it. He finds Cruz. Cruz closed down by Mane. Mane too impetuous, too high with a challenge. He fouls Toni Kroos. Crosses into the final 15 minutes of the 90. Liverpool still trailing by a Vinicius Junior goal to nil in the 59th minute of the game. Roberto Firmino is now receiving instructions as well. Jurgen Klopp desperate to get back into this game. I wonder who will make way for Roberto Firmino. I wonder if it will be Sadio Mane to make way. Madrid, of course, will take their time over this free kick. Change isn't going to happen just yet. This free kick is 10 yards inside the Liverpool half of the field. It's taken by Cruz, long ball in towards to Casemiro, and he had a free shot at goal, and he tried to square it on the volley, and Liverpool tidy up, and Diogo Jota brings it up towards halfway. Oh my goodness, Casemiro will be kicking himself if Liverpool find a way back into this game. Here is Casemiro, though. He dispossesses Diogo Jota in the midfield area, and it's an early ball for Vinicius Junior. The flag goes up, though, and it goes up nice and early this time. Vinicius Junior in an offside position. Looked a close one, but I think Vinicius had just gone early. A big chance. He timed his run to perfection, Casemiro, just a moment ago from that free kick. And he tried to put it into the path of Benzema at the back post. He just got it all wrong, because Jordan Henderson is the man who makes way for Naby Keita. And Thiago will make way for Roberto Firmino. So midfield changes there. Jordan Henderson makes way, as does Thiago. That's all three changes for Liverpool in normal time. Can Roberto Firmino come on and change this game? Can he find a way back into it for Liverpool? Keita with the first touch brings the ball out of the Liverpool half of the field, gets it straight back from Alexander-Arnold. It goes back to Canate and then back infield to Alisson. Alisson will find Van Dijk at the edge of his own penalty area. Slightly higher press from Real Madrid this time, but Liverpool get around very easily. Keita lays it back off towards Van Dijk. Van Dijk will find Canate. Canate trots up to the midway point, finds Fabinho, turn round the corner again. First touch from Roberto Firmino into the centre circle. Very good work from him. He links up with Keita and he gets the ball straight back. Mane now finds Keita in the centre circle, midway inside the Madrid half as they go forward, and Roberto Firmino gets his pocket picked by Alaba, but then he loses it to Mane, and he finds Alexander-Arnold on the edge of the box, drilled back across, and it's cut out by Alaba. Alexander-Arnold, just as Casemiro a moment ago. That's got to be a dive. It should be a yellow card for Real Madrid here. He's just being told to get up, Vinicius Junior. How many times is he going to go down without getting a yellow card this evening? It was a clear dive from Vinicius Junior. Real Madrid have given the ball away. Firmino at the edge of the penalty area, sends it out towards Jota on the left-hand side, delivered in towards the area. Mendy clears only as far as Andy Robertson, 15 yards inside the Madrid half of the field. He finds Roberto Firmino. He's going to shoot from the edge of the area. This time it's blocked again by Madrid. Carvajal this time, and it's gone away for a Liverpool throw-in, level with the penalty spot, taken quickly. Back to Naby Keita. Diogo Jota has it at the edge of the area. Back to Keita once more. Cuts it infield. He's got two Madrid players around him. Tries to feed it towards the edge of the box. It's cut out, but it's still alive here. Firmino squares it across the 6-yard box, and Sadio Mane can't get there ahead of Alaba, and Alaba puts it behind for a Liverpool corner. But I think the flag has gone up anyway, and it will be a Real Madrid free kick, and Sadio Mane is the man adjudged to be in an offside position. Real Madrid have a player down just inside the penalty area. I'm sure this is more gamesmanship than anything else. Liverpool's frustration is growing and it's mounting, and eventually Militao gets back to his feet. Real Madrid, of course, will take as long as they feel like they can get away with this free kick. It will be Thibaut Courtois to take left-footed. He does into the Liverpool half of the field. Robertson's underneath this, so it's Valverde, but Robertson wins the header and it drops to Naby Keita midway inside his own half. He finds Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side of the centre circle, forward towards Sadio Mane. Mane will find Salah on the right-hand side, level with the edge of the penalty area now. Left-footed ball in towards Roberto Firmino, first time back towards Salah. It finds Jota, and it's pushed behind for a corner by Thibaut Courtois. Jota may have been in an offside position. The flag has stayed down though. Roberto Firmino lays it off towards, he wasn't in an offside position actually, laid it off towards Salah. Salah hits it first time. Jota was running to pick up any scraps from any rebounds. It fell straight into his path and he directed it goalwards, and Courtois manages to push it behind for this corner from the right hand side. It goes very, very low, and Salah can't get on the end of it, and Real Madrid just about survive, and I do mean just about. Liverpool win the ball back in the form of a throw-in though, do they? Through Keita, the ball's gone out. Keita takes the throw-in. The referee wasn't happy with the time he taken. Alexander-Arnold is arguing vociferously with the referee. I don't really see what the problem was there, to be honest. It is a Liverpool throw-in. Keita took it. But the referee wasn't happy with them taking it quickly and made them take it again. Trent Alexander does take it this time. And it goes back to the centre circle. Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool desperate to find a way back into this Champions League final. Out towards the left-hand side, Sadio Mane, in towards the penalty area, Firmino back to the byline, pulls it back, and Keita! Oh my goodness, he's skied it. Keita has skied it from inside the edge of the penalty area. It was perfect for his left foot, but instead he tried to take it with the outside of his right foot, and he toe pokes it around about 57 yards over the crossbar. Shocking effort from Naby Keita. My pet peeve of professional players at the top level of the game who refuse to use it doesn't ease at all with that effort from Naby Keita. It is my bugbear. Long ball from Courtois, straight onto the head of Van Dijk, still bouncing around the Liverpool half though, and Fabinho scoops it up in the air. It's still scrappy here on this Liverpool left-hand side. It's hooked forward by Madrid, straight onto the head of Van Dijk, into the centre circle. Casemiro just about wins the ball, but it only drops as far as Van Dijk in his first-time ball releases Salah into the area. Big opportunity for Liverpool, and an incredible save from Thibaut Courtois, and Real Madrid are celebrating that save like a goal. It was an unbelievable take by Salah. He steps away from Mendy, he shoots, and Courtois had no right to save that, but he gets a forearm to it, and he puts it over the crossbar for another Liverpool corner. They are asking questions now of Liverpool. Can they find the equaliser? Corner from the left-hand side. In it goes, headed away, poor one, straight onto the head of Valverde. Naby Keita takes it down midway inside the Madrid half of the field. He's going to try and find Roberto Firmino at the edge of the area. He will find Fabinho. Forward it goes towards Canate. Salah then tries to get into the area. He gets picked off. And now Vinicius Junior, and they're 3-on-1 here, Real Madrid, and they come forward through Cruz, and it goes out to the right-hand side for Benzema, and he goes for Vinicius Junior, and they have wasted the opportunity, Real Madrid, and are these counter-attacking opportunities going to go back to haunt them, as Salah has the ball in the centre circle, coming forward for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold will find Roberto Firmino, forward towards Mo Salah, straight onto the chest of Carvajal. Carvajal chests it very calmly back to his goalkeeper, who puts a foot on the ball, waits for Salah to close him down, then picks it up. And he will take as long as he can. But Thibaut Courtois has got to be a shout for man of the match. He has made 6 or 7 incredible saves here for Real Madrid this evening. No bigger than that save from Mo Salah. It was a forearm to push it over the crossbar. Incredible save by the young Belgian. But here come Liverpool again as Real Madrid give the ball away. Fabinho at the tip of the centre circle. Virgil van Dijk takes over, sends it to Andy Robertson on the left-hand side. Forward it goes, and turned around the corner by Sadio Mane. Good play that by Liverpool. Diogo Jota, though, gives it away to Valverde, and Valverde manages to find Modric. Modric uses the outside of his left foot with a perfect ball to find Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior holding it up against Alexander-Arnold. He has to come back to Karim Benzema, and Real Madrid just happy to keep hold of the ball. Benzema runs into Naby Keita. Keita puts the ball into touch. It's going to be a Real Madrid throw-in down the left-hand side, midway inside the Liverpool half, and Real Madrid are going to make a substitution here. I wonder if this will be to shore things up. Valverde's also down receiving treatment for cramp at the moment. I think it's going to be Toni Kroos to make way, is it? Keeping an eye on this a second, because as I say, Valverde is down with cramp. It's going to be Valverde to come off Camavinga. Eduardo Camavinga will come on for Madrid for the final, well, we're just about to enter the final 5 minutes of 90. There will be some time added on. Camavinga is on the field now for Madrid. Valverde has made way. Valverde has really made a difference to this game in this second half. Game will restart with a Real Madrid throw-in midway inside the Liverpool half. Mendy has the ball in his hands. Again, he will take as long as he feels like he can get away with. Eventually he finds Karim Benzema, who turns it infield for Cruz. Cruz finds Vinicius Junior through the legs in towards Benzema. Benzema, poor ball, looking for Luka Modric, and now Diogo Jota will bring it away for Liverpool. He's got Sadio Mane going down the left-hand side. What a challenge from Carvajal. The ball was in towards Sadio Mane. It wasn't the best of balls to him, but Sadio Mane thought he was away. But Carvajal goes to ground, wins the ball, and he travels into the Liverpool half of the field. Modric down the right-hand side, being held up by Firmino. A couple of step-overs from Luka Modric. Back heel into the path of Carvajal. Back he comes for a first touch for Camavinga. Toni Kroos at the edge of the centre circle, goes back to Militao. Militao now has it midway inside the Madrid half of the field. He'll send it out to Mendy on the left-hand side. Good ball. Mendy takes it on his left foot in towards Benzema. Benzema around the corner to Vinicius Junior, who's beaten the offside trap. The flag stays down. He's into the penalty area. He beats Alexander-Arnold. Back heel to Benzema, and he runs straight into Alexander-Arnold, and he manages to win the ball and clear it up to Jota, who turns around his corner, and Sadio Mane breaking down the left-hand side. 2 years in for the touchline. He's being held up by Carvajal, who's gone back. He delivers it in towards the penalty area, and Casemiro manages to just block the cross and clear up towards Modric, and Modric finds Camavinga, and now back towards Modric, and he releases Vinicius Junior. The flag's going to go up though. He was clearly offside this time. Vinicius Junior just went too early. He's going to leave the ball there, then sprint back to position is Vinicius Junior. He's already got 1 goal today. He's had an outstanding game, really. Slightly surprised he hasn't ended up in the referee's notebook, but he's been very lenient with his cards. Here comes Sadio Mane though. He's trying to get back into the game. It's an excellent challenge from the substitute Camavinga, and it's put the ball behind for a Liverpool corner. Again from the left-hand side, Trent Alexander-Arnold will trot across to take it. Van Dijk and Konate both make their way forward. 2.5 minutes of the 90 remaining. Liverpool still trailing by that Vinicius Junior goal at the 59th minute to 0. Here comes the corner from Alexander-Arnold in towards the back post, and Thibaut Courtois gets in ahead of Konate, gathers the ball up. Excellent goalkeeping. He stays down as well, holding his space. The referees had to stop the game. More excellent goalkeeping from Thibaut Courtois. He just got a hand in the face from Konate. It was completely accidental. Nothing of it. There's no reason really for the goalkeeper to stay down here other than trying to take some seconds off the clock. I'm expecting a good 5 or 6 minutes added on at the end of the 90. So that Ceballos is going to come on now. The former Arsenal loanee will come on for the final 90 seconds or so of this Champions League final, plus added on time. Real Madrid just trying to eat into the clock as much as they can. The game will restart with a Real Madrid free kick inside their penalty area. Ceballos given instructions from the touchline as he's waiting to come on. Eventually Courtois will take this kick. He's looking for Benzema. He hasn't got the accuracy though. Can only find Konate. Poor header from Konate. Helped forward by Cruz, but it goes straight out of play. It's going to be a Liverpool throw-in, but not before the Real Madrid substitution. See who makes way. It's going to be Luka Modric, the experienced man, potentially his last performance in a Real Madrid shirt. He makes way in the 90th minute of the 2022 Champions League final for Dani Ceballos. Ceballos, who did turn a few heads playing for Arsenal in the Premier League, who's now got a taste of the Champions League final. Liverpool take the throw-in. It goes to Roberto Firmino, now forward towards Naby Keita, and now Firmino 2 yards inside the Madrid half of the field. He launches it forward. There's nobody in a red shirt there. Panic defending though from Militao. He could have just headed it back to Courtois. Instead he tried to head it back out, and Liverpool still have the ball through Robertson. He finds Sadio Mane. That's midway inside the Real Madrid half of the field to the left-hand side of Naby Keita. Hesitates, almost gets dispossessed, has to chase his own touch 10 yards towards the halfway line. We have now played 90 minutes. 5 minutes have been added on at the end of this game. Mane comes forward, turned round the corner by Jota, but couldn't find a red shirt. Real Madrid clear. Alexander-Arnold looked like he fouled the Madrid man in midfield, but the referee says no. Benzema goes back infield now and finds Vinicius Junior, Benzema now looking for the return run, and they're in here, and they're one-on-one. It's Ceballos who's just come on, he's looking for Vinicius Junior, it's blocked, and now at the edge of the area, Naby Keita puts the ball behind for a corner, and Real Madrid have had another opportunity to put this final to bed. It was the substitute Ceballos. He tried to square it unselfishly towards his fellow substitute Camavinga, but he got it all wrong, and it's ended up being put behind by Naby Keita for this Real Madrid corner from the left-hand side. They're going to take their time over it, and already we have now played the first minute of the 5 that were indicated. 4 minutes for Liverpool to try and find a way back into this final. The corner goes short to Benzema, it goes back out to the right-hand side of Casemiro. He's been sent to the left once more, and Cruz back heels him, back out towards Ceballos. Ceballos finds Benzema at the edge of the penalty area. He gets into the area. Can he put this to bed? Is he going to find a shot? Laid off. Shot comes in from the edge of the box from Camavinga. And again, it goes over the crossbar. He leant back. It was wayward. And it's a goal kick to Liverpool. 3.5 minutes to go. Just leant back ever so slightly there. Didn't quite work out for him on that occasion, and it goes well over the crossbar. Liverpool have this goal kick, but Vinicius Junior is going to be brought off for Rodrigo here before they can take the goal kick. More seconds coming off the clock from Real Madrid. They're just trying to eat into the clock. Rodrigo has played 10 times in the Champions League this season. This will be his 11th appearance in the final. Liverpool launched the ball up towards Van Dijk at the edge of the area, flicked into the path for Salah, suspicious of a high foot there, the referee not interested. Madrid managed to smuggle it away to the right-hand side. Alexander-Arnold, though, is going to help him back in. Carvajal wins the header out towards the right-hand side. Jota keeps it alive. He's doing battle with Ceballos. Ceballos gets the better of it so far. Jota can't escape. Mane now helps him out, gets towards the byline, drills it in, headed clear by Milito at the near post. And Karim Benzema, back doing his defensive duty, tries to carry the ball out for Madrid. He's infield by Rodrigo. It finds Toni Kroos. Madrid doing a good job of just keeping hold of the ball. Toni Kroos is fouled. And that again is just going to eat a few seconds off the clock. It's Naby Keita guilty of fouling the Real Madrid man. And Liverpool have got 2 minutes left of this final. Might be an additional 30 seconds or so for that Real Madrid substitution. They are certainly going to take their time over the free kick. Thibaut Courtois is slowly on a brisk Sunday morning stroll to take this kick midway inside his own half. 90 seconds of the game remain. Real Madrid are 90 seconds from their 14th Champions League. Liverpool 90 seconds from heartbreak. The kick goes long, which is very surprising, and it goes all the way through to Alisson. Is there drama late on in this final? Alisson goes long, and he goes too long, and Carvajal just lets it run into touch for a Real Madrid throw-in, almost level with their own penalty area down the right-hand side. Sadio Mane sprinted to get the ball. Madrid will take their time. We are in the final minute of added on time. Will the referee add any on for that substitution? The throw-in goes up towards Benzema. Benzema keeps it in play, but can only find Fabinho. He sends it straight back to Alisson. He takes a touch, somewhat heavy one. And he manages to escape from a Real Madrid player who's running him forward. Liverpool have the ball in the centre circle through Keita, but they have to get it forward. Here comes Fabinho down the left-hand side. He steps infield away from Rodrigo, lifts the ball into the penalty area, straight into the hands of Thibaut Courtois. And my goodness, we are nearly there. Real Madrid, by my watch, have got 17 seconds to hold on. Thibaut Courtois still has the ball in his hands, as you can imagine. He's got to just go long. Keep the ball, Real Madrid, and you're European champions. It has go long, but it's straight to Naby Keita. A lovely touch from Naby Keita to take it down. Then he's fouled and pulled back by Karim Benzema. Then a Real Madrid player kicks the ball away. That was Rodrigo. Surprised the yellow card's not come out. And there is the full-time whistle, and Real Madrid have won the UEFA Champions League for the 14th time in their history. Liverpool feature heartbreak not only on the final day of the Premier League season, but also in the final of the Champions League. Congratulations to Real Madrid, commiserations Liverpool, but it's all over here at the Stade de France, and Real Madrid are the champions of Europe again. Tears of joy from the Real Madrid players, the supporters, they're running around, the celebrations, the tears, the hugs. Liverpool are in absolute dismay. They are on their hands and knees. They don't know what's hit them. Real Madrid's hit them. Real Madrid have one shot on target in that game, and they've won the game by 1-0. It's unbelievable here. But the scenes in Paris, the party in Paris, will live on long into the night. Congratulations to Real Madrid. Full time.